Hi guys, welcome. Gonna wait for you all to jump in. I hope everybody's doing well. Cheers to you all. Okay, Virgo, welcome guys. Thank you so much for don't forget to thumbs up and all of that. Gets us on the algorithm. So if everyone can just hit the thumbs up button, lets other people know that we're here. We'll just wait for others to come in. Remember guys, you supporting the channel means that the channel grows. It's always really helpful. So do hit that like button. Get us on the algorithm. I'll just wait for a few more likes and then we'll get started. Oh, I forgot the deck. Bear with me a moment. Let's get some more likes. Hello, Brianna, my love. Hello, darling. Love you lots, sweetheart. So nice to see you. I didn't catch you on the last one. I was wondering how you were. But all is well, my love. Okay. Should we get started for the week? So let's talk some astrology before we get into the reading. Yesterday, Monday, Mercury, which is now in Sagittarius, was conjunct with Venus in Sagittarius. Sagittarian energy we know to be the networker, the social being, it's all about being around people, to share ideas, to pick up ideas, to alchemize energy. The best way to use Sagittarius season energy, be around people, acknowledge your overwhelm. As Virgos, you do tend to overwhelm, and it's important to withdraw sometimes, especially in a social season. Mercury, your ruling planet, very fast moving in a sign where you're being asked to kind of expand a Jupiterian energy, might feel like you're really being pushed, stretched, right? So remain aware of the burnout. Remain aware of when you need to pull inwards. The other side to this sign is the philosophy, is the adventure, is the alchemy. And there's a lot of processes going on here, which requires not only a lot of your attention, but you're juggling many different plates. Again, the burnout. Venus in Sagittarius is expanding love. And it's about being adventurous and trying things that push our boundaries a little bit. There's a need to have a philosophical approach. There's also a need to have some fun and be adventurous. More so now than anything, I think, Virgo, put on your, thank you, Brianna, my love. Thank you so much, my darling. How is work going? You've got to let me know. Okay, Tuesday, the sun, the 22nd, entered the sign of Sagittarius, and you feeling adventurous? There is always an air of spontaneity and optimism naturally to this time of year. And it's something about connecting with something larger than yourself here. And so broaden those horizons. Pick up your favorite philosophy book, just do something different. Focus on the bigger picture here. What I really like about the sun entering Sagittarius is not only does the Ruby Reads Tarot holiday sale begin soon, and I have yet a date to decide on when I'm going to start it. I think we're just going to do it. Like, this is an annual sale. It happens once a year. I think we're going to start. I can't promise anything, but I think beginning of December, it's 33% off readings. So if you're interested, you can book a reading, 33% off. So tomorrow is the new moon in Sagittarius. New moons are more often than not the beginning of a new chapter. It's you turning the page with a whole new set of things that are going to play out in front of you. In new moons, it's always a good idea to make some intentions, to sit down and pour out any lingering feelings of Scorpio season lessons. It's a really nice time to be Pegasus energy, which isn't about holding on to the weight, that Scorpio watery, heavy weight. It's not about that. This is where you grow wings and you prepare to fly. Okay. This new moon, you feel the hope. You begin to feel the hope with this new moon. We're coming into the winter season, and there is a giving and receiving that has to take place naturally at this time. We prepare to hibernate, we prepare to slow down. Mars being in retrograde, we're all about slowing down, taking our time, doing things in an order that means that we are preparing for the long term. And so right now, beginning of Sagittarius season is a good time with this new moon to perhaps think about those New Year's resolutions, the things that you mastered this year and where you're taking it to the next level next year. 2023, astrologically speaking, I think may be a little less challenging than 2022, but I always think it's a really nice time to set an objective map for your intentions moving forward. Getting your thoughts organized, getting your intentions organized on the time of a new moon, it seals the deal. You make a contract with the universe, and therefore you are inviting in some space for creation. I'm going to get some more tea. I hope you don't mind. You're inviting in the space for new opportunities, some new adventures, and I think really challenging yourself and seeing what it is that you can do to do something really big for yourself. Now, the new moon is tomorrow, Wednesday the 23rd. Let's have a really deep breath in together, guys. Whenever you're ready, let's go. Let it all out. Let it go, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's get some more thumbs up and take another deep breath in for me. Let's get some energy for Wednesday, the 23rd of November for the Virgo collective. And that's the Four of Cups. This new moon energy. I have an interesting story to share with you guys at the end of the reading. It's about one of the tarot decks. Scorpio season has been very heavy for me, and I'm happy that it's over. I can second that, Brianna. I absolutely can second that. The Four of Cups for tomorrow's energy, it's a little bit like a, hey, Virgo, there needs to be a bit of a wake-up call. And I speak for my people, my loyal people that stand here with me, the ones that I know need to be here for this very information. Virgo, I know that there have been forces just kind of trying to blunt that sharpness by really putting you through the test. There was a really beautiful quote that I heard the other day, and it really it resonated with me. It made me chuckle. And I just want to share this with you guys. It was something about pressure and bullies, and that being a reference as sandpaper, is that bullies and haters and all those that apply unnecessary pressure onto us are a lot like sandpaper, where they scratch away, you know. And the funny thing is, and please forgive me if I'm quoting this wrong, but it's funny how you end up polished and the paper ends up useless. I think there is a corner that you may have been backed into. This new moon energy is reminding you not to squander your resources, your time, your energy on not feeling satiated, because you may have felt like you can't, or you may have been told that you can't, or life may have really pushed at you not feeling this feeling of being at full force. Mars is in retrograde, and we do know that Jupiter was in retrograde for the longest time. Jupiter happens to go direct on exactly the same day. Okay, this is increased intuition, this is spirituality, this is imagination, this is the feeling of being connected to everything around you. Jupiter is a home of Pisces. And so here, there's fortune, there's increased intuition, there's spirituality, and there is an opportunity for you to really dive into the recesses of your own magic. And therefore, I say it's no longer the time for you to feel as if you're not being put to best use. It's about you feeling grateful for the opportunity. And this opportunity has to be what truly resonates to you. What are you doing? This new moon has a question. What are you doing to manage your energy, your emotional cups? This tower is this building here, it's the tower. And those 4 cups is her squandering her time, her emotions, her feelings pointlessly. And it's almost suggesting that that kind of wastage creates a breakdown in foundation. And so, in order to increase stability, sometimes you have to look at where your energetic resources may be being wasted. And there's a really big lesson in that. Stability equals emotional, what did I just say? You how you feel, not to be wasted. So don't waste your emotions. Don't waste the way you feel. Don't waste the things that you know are valuable to you by not feeling content or feeling dissatisfied or feeling stuck even. There needs to be the energy of gratitude brought back in from somewhere. And this could perhaps be you really looking at what you have going for you, what you still got that works. Monday is an invitation for you to see where it is that you may have fallen behind, or where you may have felt stuck, or where you may have felt like it wasn't enough. And so this new moon, I would suggest, with Jupiter going direct again, for you to really draw in fortune, draw in the energy of fortune by practicing gratitude for what you have, what you've got going for you, what's still working out, where you're at with the things that you've got to grow on. Jupiter going direct in Pisces is a massive invitation to channel into good luck. Okay. All right, I don't take the ones that turn downwards. I take the 2 turned upwards. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you guys for joining me. I love it when we get into these magical portals. And that's the wild card. On Thursday, after this new moon, the world and the Wheel of Fortune, you are being invited to close one chapter and bravely open the door on a brand new, fortunate opportunity, possibility, time in your life, occasion where you get to see things turn around for you. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, and luck and growth and finance and money being in retrograde may have pushed you to look at where it is that you are ignoring your worth. On Thursday, think about where it is that you can. Thank you so much, Brianna, love. Thank you, my dear. Where it is that you can focus on your growth, where it is that you can focus on your expansion, where it is that you are owed that lucky break, and where it is that you're going to rev yourself up. Take a look at everything that's working out for you. Close out on doors that you know had you stuck and lingering in a 1 step forward, 3 steps back kind of energy, and what it is that you do now to embrace your good fortune by saying, hey, you know what? I've got it. And I'm working with what I got. That's the 6 of Cups. Some of you may be going to a reunion. Some of you may be going home for Christmas. Some of you may be going somewhere that feels nostalgic. It feels safe. It's somewhere that you know is good energy. On Friday, there is a reunion of sorts. And on Saturday, with the Ace of Pentacles, Virgo, it's a really good time to give, because ultimately receiving is backed by giving. Saturday is a abundant financial windfall. There is energy of abundance that is blessing this week with this new moon, with all of this Sagittarian and Piscean energy of mutable water and mutable fire. The possibility to create a lot of just magic, steamy kind of magic. You're being invited to see where it is that you can reflect on something nostalgic that brings you the security. Root chakra is coming up here. Something about your root chakra needing to be aligned, and something about your solar plexus so that the money can come through. There is money that I think was held up, that I think Saturday opens the doors on. For Sunday, the energy here for you, Virgo, I love this. That's the Hermit. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot deck, and that's the Hermit. On Sunday, you are in your element. And I had to say this to one of my dear Virgo friends. And I think this may be a collective message. It's definitely a message for me. That's the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You've got to, I think this might be time, Virgo, for you to really go inwards a little bit. I think for all of you Virgos that are doing this whole Sagittarius socializing and networking stuff, the need to pull back in, the need to go within for the answers. I want you to really understand that right now you can trust yourself, you can trust what you know, you can trust your skill set, you can trust the fact that you know what you're talking about. And Virgo, you're best in your confidence when you allow yourself the time for you, the undivided time with you doing what you need to do, what feels good to you, to put you back in that hermit power, the light bearer. The Hermit is the light bearer. His energy reflects and his energy illuminates. And so where you come up in your own reading with the 7 of Cups, there is truth that needs to be found, Virgo. And the truth that you find comes from within. This is a week that brings not only an opportunity for you to begin to feel unstuck, but move forward in a direction that is more attuned to adventure, more aligned to fortunate beginnings that feel secure. There's money and the energy of money that comes from being tuned in to hermit energy. which is the Nine of Pentacles also in the tarot. There is definitely a need to work with secure foundations here. Four of Cups. Seven of Cups is suggesting, hey, there's no time for unsurety. Now more so than ever, Virgo, you've got to be very sure about who you are, the moves you're about to make, and how lucky and abundant you will be without falter, because you're the Hermit and you already know. The time of being stuck, the time of feeling like woe is me, the time of feeling like this is not enough, the time of feeling like this isn't working is completely bowled over, completely knocked over by the World card and the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles and your own Hermit energy. You are being invited to go where it feels good. Go home. What feels like home? You, Hermit. Hermit, you are home. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. And so this is a journey home. Home to you. Home to what you know to be what you're about. A happy-go-lucky attitude. Globe-trotter kind of vibration. Ace of Pentacles. Pockets always full of cash. Wallet's always full of cash. Abundant as always. Please allow yourself this week to clean away everything, emotionally speaking, that you know isn't enough. Clear that energy. With this new moon tomorrow, promise yourself your Wheel of Fortune. Promise yourself the new doors that are opening for you. And promise yourself the abundance of this Ace of Pentacles. Promise yourself that root chakra groundedness of this Six of Cups. Home is where the heart is feeling. My home is well restored. My cupboards are always full. My fridge is always full. My bills are always paid. The Hermit is strength. It's strength that allows this human figure to journey, pilgrimage all the way to the top, just so he can oversee, just so he's got a better perspective, just because he's in the know. And that light, that divine light, illuminates a lot brighter the higher up he is. So this is a journey of you going higher, Virgo. And this new moon energy tomorrow, I ask you, I invite you, and please write these down. Wheel of Fortune, the World, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit. What is this Wheel of Fortune moment? And how ready are you for it to just happen in your life? Because this new moon, I feel, is going to change up a lot of things, especially in the way that you were feeling. Abundance is your birthright. And Jupiter going back into Pisces, where it's at home. Where it's rose-tinted glasses and hippie movement all the way. You've got this grace period up until Jupiter starts its brand new cycle and goes into Aries to really tap into the Jupiter and Piscean age magic. Excuse me, Virgo. Pisces is the opposite to you. Venus sits only on the Pisces-Virgo axis. This is true soulmate energy. You tapping into Piscean energy is almost ingrained in your DNA. This is something that you can tap into and ride that mutable wave of earth and water in a fire season. There's so much out of this world concepts of magic that can be explored from now up until December the 21st. Just while Jupiter's in Pisces. That's just a hack I've given you guys. Tap into that hippie energy, that love for all. Love is the greatest energy generator. A lot of you might be invited this week to love on yourself a little bit harder. And I would really respect that. I would honestly, with every new moon, encourage a energy cleansing. I would encourage you to do some journaling about what Scorpio season and the emotional lessons that it had to teach you, and why it is that you may have felt emotionally stuck, or like it wasn't satiating enough, or it's a squandering energy. The opposite of it is gratitude. And we were talking about gratitude, and we were talking about fortune. And the minute you draw your attention away from the things that you know that you don't want and to the things that you know that you do want, new doors open. It's literally like new doors opening for you, abundant new doors. Please go within when you need to. Please check in with yourself when you need to. And please take the time to really be honest about what you really want. I think, Virgo, that's all I have for you for this week. Remember, Jupiter going direct in Pisces is increased intuition. Okay, this is you being invited to really step into your spirituality. Take the time to, I don't know, use your imagination and meditate and feel yourself merging into everything else. Virgo, I will say it, you are one of the most psychic signs in the zodiac, if not the most. Right now, if you choose to channel into that energy, there's a lot that you can really unlock for yourself for 2023. I cannot stress this enough. The need to go within and hermit this week may be a blessing. It may be a lifesaver. Brianna, I love you, my darling. I think, Virgo, that's all I have for you for this week. Okay, now it's story time. If you guys don't mind, I want to tell you a story. Let me go and get the deck. Hold on. Okay. I want to leave these cards here just because I like the energy, but the reading is done. So if you would like to go, you can go. But here is my story. Here we go. Rider-Waite deck. I have about probably more than 20 plus decks or something at this point. This was a brand new deck that I bought before I left London, and it's impossible to find tarot decks where I live, so I needed this, and I thought I'd bring this one along with me because I use it for the channel, and this is the deck that we've been using for the channel up until now. I went to the beach the other day. I wasn't feeling too well, and being a water moon born on a full moon, the only thing that really helps me feel healed or create healing is being next to a body of water. I know a lot of you can, as Virgos, relate to that. Our opposite sign being Pisces, we have a deep connection to water intrinsically. I took this deck with me. I was sun gazing and I was shuffling the deck just to make sure that the energy was good. One of the cards literally, the wind blew. One of the cards literally flew out of the deck like that and whoosh, out of the deck that was the King of Cups, by the way. So we know that help's on the way. A loving, supportive help. This kind of, you got to retire a deck every now and then. And so it's just like, shucks, I've only got this one Rider-Waite with me and now I've got to retire it, la, la, la. The deck was in my beach bag for like 3 days before I even thought to myself, hey, you know what? I want to know what card it was that disappeared. And I I split the deck into all of the major arcanas and then the minor arcana suits, and I must have counted it 4 times, and I couldn't find the missing card. I'd literally had the card separated into these different subsections, counting it like repeatedly, and not completely missing what the card was that was missing from the deck. And this went on for a whole day. I was like, this can't be right. I I even read for some friends with the deck. I was like, this is the story, this is what happened. And they're like, ooh. I was like, I know, the glitch in the matrix. Anyway, the following day, I was like, I just have to do this one more time. I did it one more time. And you know what card? I figured it, I found out the card, I figured it out. It made perfect sense the second day of counting these cards, maybe like 100 times. Um, it was the Ten of Swords that was missing. It was the Ten of Swords that flew out of my hands and flew into the ocean. And that's pretty prophetic for me. That says a lot. It speaks volumes. It's just a lot of like power in that message of gazing into the sun, the masculine energy of our solar plexus, the giver, the provider, the protector, the nurturer, taking away the Ten of Swords. Naked ladies, my darling, I love you. Welcome. So, the Ten of Swords flying into the ocean. And in my heart, I knew that that wasn't just a message for me, it was a message for Virgo. What do we know about the Ten of Swords? It's the last sword in the back. Betrayal, the obvious backstabbing, the lies, the deceit, the hurt, the opportunity to ascend with the new dawn, the opportunity to rise again, the having learned all of the necessary lessons. Virgo, from my hearts, what I believe of this message is that there is a rising from the dead, almost an ascension, a coming back, like Wheel of Fortune, the World, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, coming back like you're supposed to, Six of Cups, coming back from being unstuck. This week, this new moon. Where's Samita? Hold on, guys. Hold on. We have our really Ruby. Where are you? She's making a lot of noise. She'll be here in a minute. Everybody knows Samba, right? Where is she? Hold on. Okay. Doesn't matter. She'll be back. I feel like there's a opportunity to rise again, Virgo. I believe it wholeheartedly. I know that a lot of really tricky stuff has been going on this Scorpio season. Not just the Scorpio season, for the most part, 2022. And I feel like you're allowing. I love how the cat knows what the cat's doing. Brianna. Leo. The cat knew what the cat was doing. I love that. Okay. So yeah, Virgo. I do believe in an ascension. I do believe that there is a rebirth. I do believe that there is going to be a comeback. I do believe that a lot of you that have really been put through something this year are going to understand that you are the hermit for a reason. Leo rising, right? There we go. When she knew what was going on with the cat. Okay, some crystal recommendations just for Sagittarius season. Red jasper. Carnelian is one of those ones that I say from the beginning of Sagittarius season all the way perhaps to the end of Capricorn season. Hey, up until the end of January, keep your carnelian about you to keep you warm during these cold months. A red jasper is super grounding. It's really nice for the root chakra. Turquoise. If you have turquoise, put it on. Every day is Sagittarius season. It's a firestone. Amber is a good one for this time of year. Amethyst. A lot of you might find that you are really being pulled towards amethyst at the moment. And amethyst is fantastic for helping clearing up negative energies, energies that aren't yours, energies that... We have a Samita. Hold on, guys. We have a Samita. Hi. She's probably going to jump on the table. Yes. Let's clear the path for her. I've been wearing my amethyst for a couple of months now, not taking it off anytime soon. That's really nice because that means that you're actually like cleansing the energy through you. So the crystals now, because I always thought the amethyst was too overpowering for me, but now I understand. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, darling. How lucky are we? How lucky are we? We got to see this little fire baby. I need the fire baby. I need the fire baby. Can you take my mobile? Thank you. Do you want to say hello? No. She's giving herself a bath now. Herbs that I think are really good for you guys. Meow meow. I love kitties, but my hub is allergic. Give kisses and snuggles for me. Kisses and snuggles from Melanie. She's blessing us. She certainly is. Sambitha is the resident mascot, I think. She's sat on my book of notes, looking at me lovingly while she cleans herself. Hi. Okay. Herbs that I think, good teas, Virgo, that would really help benefit you guys. Of course, check with your physicians for allergies and check with yourselves and whatever. I always think that cinnamon is a nice herb for this time of year. Cinnamon draws in a lot of abundance. And so cinnamon tea is nice. Add some apple into that. I think that's a really nice abundance kind of drink. Cardamom, I think, is a good herb to warm you up on the insides. So we've got cinnamon, we've got cardamom. Apple, I think, is a really good one. I've been eating a lot of mangoes because they're in season where I live right now. I know that's not generally a summer fruit. I don't like to have fruit that's been exported for like miles and miles on end. So I think that's perhaps depends on where you live. Cabbage. Cabbage, I think, is really good for this time of year just because it has a lot of iron and fiber in it. So I think maybe seeing, hi, thank you for the kisses. Thank you for the kisses, my love. Thank you. So I think seeing where it is that you can maybe get some cabbage, some, what did I have to say? Pumpkin. Pumpkin also, Virgo. Pumpkin's really good for sacral chakra. Thank you, Samba. This happens to be cinnamon tea that I'm drinking. And I just made it by boiling some ginger with cinnamon and a bit of lavender in it. I really like it. Do try it. Virgo, thank you for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed your weekly read. I'll try apple with cinnamon. Yes, and do tell me what you think. It's one of my personal favorites for this time of year. Sometimes I add cloves in it as well. Clove is another really good one. Actually, guys, I wanted to say something about spiritual protection. At the moment, if you're really feeling victimized or targeted or challenged by other people's opinions, take some clove oil, dilute it with some, I don't know, spring water or filtered water, spray it around you like a mist, because clove is very protective. It's super protecting. Um, if you want to dilute clove oil with another oil, you can do so and just dab some on your PowerPoints. I wouldn't put it on our face. I wouldn't put it on your face, but just dab it here and there lightly. But make sure it's diluted before you do that. I think that's it, Virgo. I think that's what I got for you. It's new moon tomorrow, and I hope we get together. I think I'm really enjoying this live stream stuff now. I go through phases, and I think there's going to be a lot of changes on the channel in the year coming, God willing. Virgo, enjoy your week. I love you. Have a good one. Bye.